Hello everyone, it's Cirque, and for our third day of the 12 Days of Yulemas Advent Calendar unboxing, I'm going to be showing you this Dungeons & Dragons dice calendar. I got this off of Kickstarter. I can't remember the name of the company if they give one off the top of my head, but if I can find it, I'll have it down in the description for you. Even though this is from Kickstarter, I'm pretty sure they do this every year. So if you want one next year, then keep an eye out for it. And I got the lowest level, which means I will just be receiving 3 sets of regular Chessex dice. But as you can see, even at the bronze level, this advent calendar is very nice. It's a hardwood advent calendar. It looks like a book. And it's fully customizable. I got to choose what color the wood was, what I had on the outside, as well as the velvet lining on the inside, which once this calendar is finished, I will be able to use this book to store my dice or to use as a rolling box. And personally, I chose the Nordic designs on the front, and I thought I chose purple wood, but mine's more of a chocolatey color, so I don't know if I changed my mind and forgot, or if that's just the way that the purple looks once it's in the wood. And as a nice hinge here to make sure that everything stays where it is. And inside we have these beautiful wooden boxes with the numbers straight on them. And like I said, at the end of December, I'll be able to take these separators out if I want to. And I'm going to carefully cover this up so that I can't see what's inside, but I can show you the inside. There's this velvet lining so that my dice will roll nicely. Or I can just put my dice back in the boxes and stick them in here, and they'll be ready to carry to my next Dungeons & Dragons game. And since yesterday's advent calendar obviously didn't include dice, I really wanted a dice advent calendar as well, so I'm so glad that I found this one before it closed. Now let's get to the first day and see what dice I get. Alright, so pulling out our first drawer, our first die is... Alright, so we have this translucent, kind of greenish yellow D12. It has some nice bold white numbers, and depending on how I hold it, I think the edges kind of have different colors, although I'm not sure if that's just the lighting or if that'll show up on camera. But I'm excited to see the rest of this series. As you can see, just to keep everything in order so I don't lose anything, I'm going to be putting the drawers back every day, but just backwards to kind of keep track better, just in case I'm a little sleepy one day and forget what the date is. But moving on to the second day, let's see if we get a matching die or if we get one from a different set. Oh, wow. All right, so today we got a D8 that's a purplish blue with glitter inside. I'm just going to take a little bit of a closer look quick. All right, so this is kind of a snowy theme, which is perfect for the holidays. Some silver numbers. And wow, this set I can definitely say I can't wait to get the rest of. Out of the 2 we've seen so far, I think this is my favorite, but we still have one more set that we don't know what it will look like. And of course, we also have 3 standalone D20s, which I'm sure will also be nice. So let's see what we get moving forward. Opening up our drawer for day 3, we got... Oh! Alright, so it's this bright pink die with some foil on the inside. It's a little sparkly, and the numbers are a nice metallic silver. So this will be a nice die to use. And it's a D4, as you can see. We're now on day 4, which finishes off our first row of drawers. And inside we have, we have this translucent green percentage die, which matches the one that we got on day 1. So we're definitely starting to see our sets. And I can't wait to see the rest of them. Opening up our 5th drawer. Let's see if we get another piece of one of the sets. And alright, we have a glittery blue D12. I believe that matches the one we got for the 2nd day, correct? Yep. Alright, so that's 2 die for 2 of our sets. So tomorrow we'll likely get another piece of the pink set. Or perhaps we'll get one of our extra D20s soon. We'll have to see. It is now day 6, and let's see if my prediction from yesterday is correct, that we'll be getting another pink die. Nope. Today we got the D4 for our translucent green die set. There we are. Now we're in focus. And I don't know which day we'll be getting more pink dye, or whether we'll be getting more of these in the next coming days. But of course, we'll just have to wait and see. We're now on day 7, and let's see if we have another green translucent dye, or if we got one from one of the other sets. And today, it looks like we got another one of our glittery pink dye. It is a percentage die. I believe this is only the 2nd one that we've gotten from this set. So we have a lot more to look forward to. And I'm trying to get it. There we are. Let you get a good look at that. We've now come to the end of our 2nd row. And let's see what die we got. All right, and we got this nice pink sparkly D4. So that will add to the pink die set that we've been getting. Our die for day 9. It's another green translucent die, and this one is a D10. So I believe that we already got the percentage die for this set. So now we can roll the equivalent of a D100. And I will add this to the rest of the set. I believe this is the 4th one, so we're getting close to finishing this set. For our 10th die, we have the D6 from the purple glittery die set. So let's add that to, I believe I did start using the top to store the sets together so I can see what I have in each one. I believe this is the one I used for the purple. So we have 3 of those now, and I don't think this one's going to fit in the same drawer, so I will move it down to the 2nd row drawer. But we have a little under half of that set, and like I said, we have a little over half for the green set, so hopefully we get a few more pinks to help catch up. But I mean, we have over half the month left, so we have plenty of time to get those other die. Our die for day 11. Alright, we have a sparkly pink D6 to add to our sparkly pink set. Finishing off the first half of our dice calendar, we have a nice sparkly purple D20 to add to our collection. So, let me see. For the purple die, we currently have, I believe, all right, yes, we have 4 of the purple sparkly die currently. So I believe that means we have 2 left for this set. And we'll just have to see when we get those and when we get the rest of the other set. And I just can't wait until we get to our surprise spare D20s as well and see what they look like. Moving on to day 13. All right. We have the D10 for the sparkly pink die set. Oh, can I get it to focus? Okay, there we go. I'll get a good look at that. For day 14, oh, it looks like we got the first of our mystery D20s. We have a nice marbled blue die with some gold numbers, and I actually believe I have a set of die that look like this already, so it's definitely a design that I like, and I can't wait to add this to my collection. In drawer 15, okay, it looks like we have a nice greenish D6. The color's a little less visible in this one, although I can see some streaks of blue. But, I mean, when seen next to the other ones from this set, I suppose it's a little bit more visible. But if this had been the first die I got in this set, I probably wouldn't have been quite sure what it was. It looks kind of clear compared to some of the other ones. But I'm sure it will look beautiful when it's all together with the rest of its friends. Behind day 16. Ooh. Alright, we have the D20 for the sparkling pink set. So that's very exciting. I can't wait to put that with the rest of them. So we have what's arguably one of the most important die from that set. And hopefully we'll have that set finished soon, so we'll be able to look at it all together. Our 17th die is, ooh, alright, it is the D4 for the sparkling purple set. Very nice. And we only have a week to go before we finish out the calendar, so that's exciting. We should be starting to see some of our sets finishing up, and oh, one of the dividers came out a little bit, but let's see how long it takes before we can finish up one of our sets. Day 18. Okay, we have the D8 for the translucent greenish yellow die set. In day 19, ooh, we have another one of our individual D20s. This one is a cloudy blue and white die with some nice red numbers. Very beautiful. Very exciting. Give you a good look at that before I move on. Oh, why will my camera not stay in focus today? There we go. All right, our die for day 20 is a sparkly blue percentage die, and maybe I'm just remembering unclearly, but I believe this one is much sparklier than the ones that go with the rest of its set. Although I also have a candle burning right now, so maybe it's just the fire from the candle reflecting off the sparkles, making them look even brighter. But this is a very beautiful die. Can't wait to add it to the rest of the set. We're starting in on our last 4 days before Christmas, our last row of die. So that means we should be getting some completed sets now. And for today, we got the greenish yellow translucent die, which, if I recall, I believe that's the last of the set. So let's pour out. I've been using some of the past days to store them together so I can show them all together. So here's the completed set for the yellowish greenish translucent set. And I'll put these away again, and hopefully we'll be seeing some more complete sets tomorrow. For day 22, we have a D10 for the sparkly blue set. And again, this should be the last one we need for this set. So I'll show you them all together. Very beautiful. This is probably my favorite of the 3 sets. This is probably the one that I'll get the most use out of. So I'm very excited to have them all finally. All right, we're on our second to last drawer. And of course, we finished off our pink die set with a D12. So give you a little look at them all together. Very beautiful. Oh, I'm not usually into the color pink, but these are very nice dice, so I love them. I'll definitely be using these in my games coming up. And tomorrow we'll finish it off, and we'll most likely be getting a mystery D20, so that'll be very exciting, a complete surprise. Moving on to our final day. We're definitely going to be getting an AD20 today, since we've already finished up all of our other sets. Ooh. It's a nice black and gray, and there's a little bit of purple in there as well. D20. Nice bold white numbers. Kind of shiny, although I wouldn't exactly call it metallic. Maybe the black is a more like deep purple. So that's a very nice that's another very nice D20. I love it. Definitely going to be going into my collection of dice. I'm a little bit of a dice goblin, as you can probably expect from me getting this advent calendar. And then this is what it looks like with the drawers removed. The velvet on the bottom is a little bit marked up from the drawers, but I mean, it's not horrible. It's the sort of thing that if it bothers you, you can probably just go over it with something like a warm washcloth to kind of revitalize it. The shelves were a little bit difficult to take out. But I mean, you want them to be difficult to take out when you're using it as an advent calendar, so that's good. I had trouble getting these 2 out, so I think they're meant to come. Okay, yeah, this one came out a little bit easier now that it's loosened, but as you can see, this one's a little bit stuck. So I don't know if that was intentional. I mean, I can see it being nice to kind of use as a separator so that you can keep the dice you're not using behind a shelf and then have your main die out here to roll. I think when I was looking at it on the Kickstarter, I mean, they all came out, so this might be just a minor design flaw with mine where one of my shelves is a little in there more firmly, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Like I said, it does make it useful so that you can keep your dice separate and then roll them when you need them. So, I mean, it's nice, and I lost my shelves, but I forgot where I put them, but it does, it would be very easy to put back together next year if you want to reuse it. Good quality. The dice are very nice. I can definitely say that I would probably get this again next year, quality-wise, but just personally-wise, I'm probably not going to get it again next year just because it was a big investment, and like I said, I'm probably just going to end up having my family member buy me some dice when I'm not, and then refill it without me looking so that I can relive the fun without having to spend the price point. But I mean, if you want to invest a little bit of money in yourself or a friend who likes Dungeons and Dragons, this is a very, very nice advent calendar. So keep an eye out for it for next year. And with that, I'd say have a good day, happy holidays, and I hope to see you again soon.